figured it's about time to make a video of my notcher setup. The table is pretty raggedy. I stand for it, but it's a pretty good notcher. One of these are going to be essential if you want to build cages or do any kind of tube fab. So what I use is the Fab Versanotcher. It's been pretty good to me so far. I haven't had any issues out of it. I come from a Harbor Freight notcher when I first got started and figured out that this wasn't going to cut it. So I upgraded this. This thing's really easy to use and user friendly. Just quick turn. You can tighten the tube down. It's got easy adjustment right here. Just push these down. Takes a little bit of force. It's got a nice set of numbers right here with indentions, so they won't really wear off like if they were painted or anything. It's pretty rigid, made out of some thick material. You can set it up in a stand or just put it in a vise like I did. I just threw it in there quick one day when I got it ready to use it, and I haven't changed since. Maybe one day it'll get a better stand set up, but this works pretty good. I really like how much angle you can get out of this thing. Super convenient for building bumpers and whatnot. It's got a lot of adjustment to it. You can adjust right here, loosen these and take it up and down. That way when you're notching on a bend or a radius bend, you can just put it where you want it. Takes a little bit of trial and error to get that lined up. After you figure that out, it ain't too bad. Then I got some marks on here for different stuff. So like I just move it down here when it's in a bend. I've been using this thing for about a year and I haven't had anything break or any problems with it. I can always count on it. Not really any play in this. Pretty tight. I mean, it's got a little bit, but not bad at all. I don't have a lot of cons with it. There's just a few things I don't like about it. I don't like this all raw metal. I wish they would have powdered some of it so it's not rusting all the time, but I'm in a high humidity area, so this is what it looks like after a year. But where you keep oil and stuff, it stays pretty clean, rust free. I guess that's why they didn't do it. But I think it'd be cool to throw some paint in here, then grind it off, and you can see the numbers better on there, what angle you're at. The setup's also kind of expensive. You're looking at 450 bucks. Then shipping on top of that. There's a lot of notchers in this price range, so you'll have to research and figure out which one you like the best. But I don't really have any regrets buying this one. Like I said, it's been good to me. My last issue with it, con you say, is when you buy it, it comes with this shaft right here with the arbor in it, and it's got the set screws. Those get loose and start to be a pain. You gotta check them. So I upgraded to the arborless shaft, which I think's pretty essential. I didn't realize it was gonna be longer than the other one, but it is longer. And I don't have the set screws. So when you buy this, you can get a better angle cut, because this limits how far your shaft can go when you're doing those like 30-degree notches or crazy notches, real long ones. I thought I was gonna have to use these, but once I upgraded the shaft, it being longer, I don't need this longer hole saw now. So that's a must. And you gotta pay more money for this. So that kind of sucks. I wish they would just come with this stock, so you wouldn't have to buy something else. Overall, the bottom line on it, I think it's a good notcher. I don't have any regrets with it. It's definitely paid for itself and made me money. So if you're looking for a good notcher, I'd recommend the Versanotcher. If you got any other recommendations for me to try on a notcher, drop them down below. Maybe next time I'll get one of those. If this one ever gives out, it might not. But I'm gonna go over some more stuff I keep on my notching table. So with a notcher, I use a Milwaukee drill. It's held up pretty good. Over this last year, I think it might be getting a little weaker, but not too bad. It's probably from me using dull hole saw bits. But I also keep on here this piece of channel. And what I use it for is, you got a straight bar and you want to get the 90 degree or whatever notch you got on the same plane. So I'll put it in here and you can see where I just take a marker and mark a straight line on it. Then you could throw it in the notcher and keep it straight. But I also got some oil over here I use for the cuts. I tried this cooking oil, trying to breathe a little bit less toxic chemicals. Use that 3-in-1 oil, try to keep it from being all rusty. Throw it on there every now and then. Gonna show y'all a quick example with this scrap tube, what I was talking about on marking it. So go ahead, run me a line on there. Throw it in the notcher. Gotta loosen it. Start tightening it up. Now I try to get this line exactly in between these clamps right here. Then clamp it down. And if you do that, when you make your cuts, they'll be super close to the same plane. And they'll fit good. So that's how I keep them straight in there. I struggled with trying to figure that out when I first got it. I don't really see any markings on there that helps you keep stuff on the same plane. So that's how you do that. This is what the setup looks like with a drill on there. It doesn't take up too much space. I guess that's about it for my notcher setup. If you have any questions on it, drop me a comment and I'll get back with you on it. But appreciate y'all watching.